Thought I'd outsmart everybody. Ordered my drinks ahead for Starbucks, so I'm sitting here just waiting for them to make them. By the look of the lineup in there, I don't think they're going to make the deadline of 8:38 like they said they would. Looks like it might be a little bit of a holdup. Obviously, I went to bed last night. Somebody said, "Oh, you forgot Stay Close." I didn't forget Stay Close. I went to bed. I went home. By the time Stay Close was racing, I was under the covers watching him race great. We'll talk about him in a minute. I did forget World for Two yesterday. I talked to a number of our clients, my partners on the horses yesterday, about World for Two. Talked to Tim, talked to Scotty. A little bit of an oddity yesterday. He actually get into his knee a little more. He'll pick at his knees, he'll hit his knees a little bit. You'll see him do it if you watch closely. But one of our clients saw him and said, "Geez, it looked like he almost made a break." He did. He hit it, reached up and hit his knee. Scotty said he was at it quite a bit, which is odd because the Poconos is probably one of the most forgiving tracks that I've ever been to. Very soft track. You'll see a lot of horses during stake season race barefoot at the Poconos. Just because it's such a soft track, it's odd that he would get at his knees more there. Just kind of weird. So Megan had messaged me this morning. Megan Schramm will be training World for Two in Philadelphia next week. There was no point bringing him back to the Meadows and then shipping him another 6 hours. So we just left him he's actually in New York, which is about an hour and a bit from Philadelphia. It just made more sense. So, Megan and Scotty. I talked to Scotty yesterday. Megan called me, messaged me this morning on Messenger, said, what's the scoop on the colt? I said, well, Scotty said he was at his knee real good. Rather than me interjecting my 2 cents, which may not be worth 2 cents, different track, different surface. I'm sure your blacksmith shoes lots of horses for Philadelphia, and you guys know the track also. Scotty knows the track. Just tell your blacksmith, be straight up and say, hey, this horse is into his knees pretty good in the Poconos yesterday. What do you think? And go from there. I think that's the best way to go about it. You can't help but get better, and I think you get him out of that knee a little bit more, the horse is going to pace 51 in Philadelphia. So, a little bit, as I said, an oddity, but the horse raced great regardless. Third beat. Listen, we had a few horses that could win yesterday if everything went their way, and they all raced great, and we had 3 that couldn't win. Pretty much no matter what happened, it would have to be almost an act of God for them to win, and he wasn't present yesterday at Scioto or when I raced at Glare AM. We talked about those horses. I'm turning out at Glare AM. The other horse in Scioto just didn't get over Scioto well. As I talked yesterday in depth about the surface at Scioto, I think it needs to be addressed. The way that the grounds crew used to take care of the track when it was racing in the afternoon and into the evening is not the same. Right? When it gets colder, the track tightens up. Well, this track, they're racing in the afternoon, especially when it's 32 degrees Celsius in Columbus. My take on it is simple. You need to water it and screen it. Water it and screen it. And Jason and the other horsemen are saying that they're cutting the track up. Well, we're Canadians. They don't care what we think. So I told Jason, go to the horseman's rep, whether it be Chris Beaver or Chris Page or Josh Sutton or whoever's there. Go to them. There's supposed to be a rep for the track that speaks to management, speaks to the track crew, and just say, hey, do you have any other complaints? I assume you do. I know you do. If so, can we bring it up with the track crew and say, hey, can we mitigate this? Can we try this out and see if it works? Anyway, I hope that they do, because I know what happens. Horsemen will gripe. Nothing will get done. No one will talk to the track crew, and things will continue on. That's generally their MO across the board. So I hope somebody has brought it up. I can't blame the track crew, because I think there's a better than good chance that nobody's really brought it up with them. So I hope they do very soon. Now, Bomb Hugger raced out of her skin. You guys know that. Let's talk about the two. One, World for Two, I talked about him. We didn't talk about last night. And then Stay Close, an incredible mile. We all knew. I told everybody it's well documented. I schooled the horse in 53 4 weeks ago. James and I got butting heads a little bit. James didn't like the 2 head pulls on him, didn't like the snake cord and the martingale. I said, go ahead, take it off. You're driving him. Now, I did follow that up, that I would physically assault him if the horse made a break. And it worked out well. It's not like James is an idiot. But as I said to one of our clients last night, if you think that taking the martingale and the head pull off made him go from being locked into trotting in 52, I'm going to have to disagree. The biggest change made last night was that he raced the horse, I think. But I was happy that it worked out well. And, I was a guy that drove a lot of horses and didn't train a lot at one time. And drivers get looking at horses, they'll come off the track and say, oh, he needs this or he needs that. But drivers don't know what goes into taking care of the horse, preparing the horse, when it comes to shoeing, when it comes to all the little things that have to be done with the horses. These little tiny things do make a difference. They accumulate, right? They're cumulative. So, the shoeing we change on the horse, the hobbles, the way we treat them, going on Lasix. These are things that make big, big differences. And I'm not surprised that the horse went in 52 easily. I told you he looked good. I told you he was getting better and he was getting stronger. This is a horse with just barely 20 starts lifetime. So it's not shocking to me in the very least that he went out winning 52. He's a powerhouse of a horse. I've said it. You know it. We don't need to beat that drum. We're going to train some horses today, train some horses tomorrow. Training all week, racing all week. Today and tomorrow is going to be the only day we're not racing a ton. I didn't realize we're not racing anything today, but today, tomorrow is going to be the only day we're not racing a ton. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be an absolute rat race for me. What I mean by that is Thursday I'm at the Meadows. Friday morning we're training horses hard, babies hard in Ohio. Friday afternoon I'm racing at the Meadows. Friday night I'm driving back to Ontario because Oliver's ball team is coming to the track. And we have to train all the babies Saturday morning. As soon as we're done training Saturday afternoon, I have to get in the car, maybe with Amy and the kids, I don't know yet, and drive all the way back to Northfield Park to race what looks like Sweet on Pete and potentially Purple Aura Saturday night. Talk about that in another video. We're coming back short. And then coming back Sunday afternoon because we have entered 4 or 5 horses in Georgian Downs. I don't like racing at Georgian Downs anymore, but they do have a lot of classes for us, so that's where we're going to be going. I can tell you right now, Laugh Now, Crew Chief, a new horse that's on its way here. Don't tell Amy. A new horse that's on its way here. And who's the other horse? Southwind Arturo, I think is the other one. Anyway, that's what's going on right now. A big mile from Stay Close last night. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I'm very, very happy and excited to see what's going to come over the next couple of weeks with Stay Close. And then obviously I did miss World for 2 race. Great. Excited about his race. Now Megan and Scotty will also get tie one on after her Poconos appearance next Monday because she races right back again in the Poconos 6 days later. So with that, I will let you guys go. I hope you're having a good day already. I hope your day gets better as it goes. It's a beautiful one, 28 degrees here, and it's not even 9 o'clock in Ontario. Take care, everybody.